The way we access our phone is very important to make sure we have the right security on it, especially if you want to set the phone up with any passwords on it, anything from your job, or any emails you don't want anyone to see. You want to make sure your phone is protected. A good way to do this is using Touch ID if you do have a phone with a home button. In this video, I'm going to go through and show you how to set it up and what it requires and how easy it is to use. With the Touch ID, rumor is that Apple is going back to Touch ID in future models and steering away from Face ID. So it will be interesting to see what happens there. Welcome everybody, I'm Kevin from helpfultutorials.net. If you're new here and you want to go ahead and become better with the iPhone with tutorials, tricks, and tips, do me a favor, smack that subscribe button and make sure you to ring that bell. If you haven't checked out helpfultutorials.net lately, I do have a troubleshooting guide that's available now, and it's completely free, and it'll allow you to download it as a picture onto your phone, or you can go ahead and print it out. I would definitely get it, because if you have any problems, it'll make it much easier just to look on that picture, because it provides a lot of the top issues. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the video here. If you want that guide, just check the links for the website below. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and choose Settings. In here, we're going to scroll down just a bit, looking for the reddish pink icon that says Touch ID and Passcode. We'll go ahead and tap on that. Be brought here. So if you want to go ahead and use this to, say, unlock the iPhone, you're going to want to go ahead and turn that feature on. Once you do that, it's going to go ahead and ask for a passcode. We're just going to use one for the video. Use anyway. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I'm going to remove. So now we got it set up. If you're using Apple Pay, you may need to go ahead and also log into your account. If that pops up, you could go ahead and just turn it off if you like. We're going to turn it off because we're not going to use Apple Pay for that. And we will choose Add a Fingerprint. Once you do this, it's going to say lift and rest your finger on the home button repeatedly. So basically what you want to do is you want to take your finger, you want to put it on this button. You don't want to push the button though, you just want to rest your finger on it. As you do, it will start filling out and it'll say lift. When it says lift, lift your finger. It'll say place your finger back down. Go ahead and place it back down. Do it again and then it's going to say lift. And we're going to continue this process until it says continue in the middle of the screen. Place your finger, lift, place, lift. I think you get the idea on this part. All right, that should be good. All right, so now adjust your grip. Keep going to capture the edges of your print. So what you're going to do now is you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to do the sides and maybe like the tip and the bottom of your finger, whichever one you're using. A lot of people use thumbs. Some people use index fingers. Go ahead and choose continue. And go ahead and do the sides. I'll do the left side first. And then I'll switch to the right side. I'll do the top of my finger. And then the bottom. Every time you feel a haptic feedback, a vibration, that means it wants you to basically go to a different area of your finger. Complete. Touch ID is ready. Your print can be used to unlock your iPhone. Go ahead and choose continue. You can go ahead and add another fingerprint if you'd like. You could hold up to 4 fingers. So go crazy if you really want to. Unfortunately, you can't do more than 4. Touch ID works as long as you don't restart the phone. If you restart the phone, you do have to enter your passcode. Or if you don't use the phone for 48 hours, it also requires you to use the passcode. So if you have an iPhone 6S or earlier, what you would do is just press the button when you go ahead and the phone's locked and it'll automatically log in for you. Same with the iPhone 7 and up, but if you're new to the iPhone 7 up, sorry, if you're new to the iPhone 7 or newer, the button is going to be tighter. And because of that, you have to make sure you press it to go ahead and get in there. Also, something else I see people doing wrong is they push the button for too long. It is a split second push of the button. Once you feel a click, you're in. So I'll go ahead and show you a quick example. Click, Boom, we're in. I actually clicked it twice, so we're back to the home screen. But that's how quick it goes and uses it. If you change your mind, you want to turn it off, you just go back into settings, go back to Touch ID and passcode, enter your passcode, and we're going to go ahead and turn this off and this off. And we can go in fingerprint 2 and delete it, since this is not my phone. We can go also down here and turn passcode off. So we'll just remove that again, because this is not my phone. And we're all set. So now if we go out, we go back in, there's no passcode. There's no Touch ID. So that's how you want to remove it if you decide down the road that you don't want to use it. Some people don't like to do it because they're worried that Apple is going to get your fingerprint. From everything that I have read, the fingerprint information stays directly on the phone and is not communicated with Apple. Everything I've read has pointed to that. Could that be a lie? You never know nowadays. But I kind of believe that all the information is on here. I want to believe it, so I do. So that's how you go ahead and set up the fingerprint on an iPhone with a home button. And like I said, I think we're going to be going back to it, so it'll be interesting. Again, if you want to check out the website, I will have the link down below. I want to thank you so much for checking this out. And here's a video I think you'll really enjoy about information Apple is listening to. I think it's a pretty cool video. Check it out. And thank you so much for the view.